What's going on, guys? Dr. Andrew Fix here, back for another episode on the code. I'm sitting here at home. I've got the cats with me today, Thelma and Louise. You've maybe heard me reference them before. So if there's some background noise, I apologize for that, but they're enjoying hanging out, listening to this episode. So we'll let them chill here in the office. Again, just like I tell you guys every time, thank you so much for spending your time listening to this, whether you're commuting, whether you're at home on the computer, wherever you're consuming this podcast. Really appreciate your time. And hopefully you get something useful out of this episode we're going to go through today. And, this is a Sunday morning that I'm recording this. I'm a huge football fan, big Green Bay Packers fan, got the gear on today. And because it's a team, right? It's a team that I enjoy watching, that I stress out with a little bit when we're watching a game. And my idea from this podcast came from a 2-day conference or 2-day event, live event that myself and two other members of our team here at PhysioRoom participated in the last couple of days, Thursday and Friday. And, it just reminded me of the benefits of being around a team, being around a group of people, a community of people, that it just breeds something that you can't get when you're not with a big group. And it doesn't have to be a big group, but just like when you're with a group of people that have a lot in common with you, that are going through similar situations, and you can bounce ideas off of each other. You can have that accountability. And so let me lay it out for you guys a little bit here. So like I said, myself, two other members of our team at PhysioRoom participated in a live event. It was actually here in town. Otherwise, we would have traveled for this. And this was part of a business coaching mastermind group that we're a part of. Okay. So, we have a performance-based physical therapy practice. There are approximately 200 other individuals who are in this group with us, in this mastermind. And they have practices all across the country, very similar to ours at PhysioRoom. There's a lot more similarities than there are differences between what they do and what we do, and how we go about working with clients and trying every day to improve the lives of the people that we work with. So anyways, we're at this event, and, of course, the people that are running it are talking. There's a guest speaker doing a keynote. But what there was a lot of time for was smaller breakout groups and side conversations with the other people. There was actually like some Q&A panels of people that are in different phases and stages of their business. And there was another group, another practice, very similar to PhysioRoom. They're based in Memphis, Tennessee. And their two owners, husband and wife duo, were up there kind of giving a presentation, sharing the history of their practice and the things that they like, the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows, challenges that they've had, and the things that they think they've done really well and succeeded at. And we're sitting there listening, and I kid you not, guys, if that presentation would have said PhysioRoom at the top instead of 901 PT, that's the name of their practice, it could have almost been the same presentation. Like, the things that they have gone through and the story of their business and the trajectory that they're on is very similar to ours. They've gone through similar challenges. They've had similar successes. They've had similar, all businesses go through some sort of turnover, right? They've had similar kind of turnover stories and staffing scenarios in their practice. They've gone through similar changes on like the pricing side of things and whatnot. And what I'm getting at is, sometimes when you're in the day-to-day, whether that's running a business, or what we're going to try to relate this to is whether that's you trying to go throughout your life on the fitness aspect of things, and you are, you're going through the journey, going through the daily grind of, you're trying to eat well, you're trying to get good sleep, you're trying to work on the movement and the exercise, and you're trying to take care of your body. You're not alone, right? There are other people that, even if you're not talking to them, they're going through the same struggles as you are, day in and day out. And sometimes it just takes being around those people and having a community and talking to other people that are dealing with the same stuff to help you realize that you're not alone, that you're not the only one that's having a hard time with things. And not that you want to dwell on the things that, you're struggling with, but sometimes it's nice to know that someone else is struggling too, and that it's okay to ask for help, and that it's okay to have an off day. And then you pick up and you try to rebound tomorrow. Or rebound later in the day, right? Sometimes you can hear the positive things that are going on for someone else that you maybe haven't experienced yet, and it'll motivate you to want to push forward to that point. And those were just some of the things that I was reminded of when we were at this event, at this conference, was like, you get motivated by the people that are at a higher place than you. You get this sense of pride when someone who's at a earlier on or lower place than you is kind of like using you as their motivation, and they're asking you questions and they're looking up to you and looking for some answers from you. It makes you proud of the things that you've done, which feels good, because we need to celebrate the wins too. I have a tendency, this is one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to start this podcast, was, I like always trying to move the needle forward. And, sometimes I forget to celebrate the little wins along the way because I'm so busy trying to focus on things that need to be improved, right? I'm so busy trying to focus on, oh, this didn't go right. How can I do it better next time? When sometimes I just need to remember to celebrate along the way as well, a little more than I do. So anyways, we're having these side conversations with other people. We're bouncing ideas off of each other of how we can make our practice better for ourselves, for our team members, for their families, for our clients, and for their families, right? How do we try to improve the product that we're offering, improve the service that we're offering every single day for the betterment of the people that are receiving it and for the betterment of the team that we have in our office and those other businesses in their office, right? How do we work better with our spouse so that, it's not all about work? It's about building a relationship that stands the test of time. And, oh, by the way, we can be successful in business at the same time. So that's what this conference was all about, right? And we talked a lot about mental health and mental wellness, I guess I'll say, right? We talk about being fit with our body. There was also a large presentation on how to be fit with your mind. And, that's what that whole keynote was about. So what I'm encouraging you to do with this episode is, if you're somebody who is like a lone wolf, you like to work out by yourself, you like to have your bachelor pad or your bachelorette pad, and you live alone, or maybe you're in a great relationship with your spouse or something, regardless of what scenario you're in, you need to find a community, right? You need to have a community, something that you're a part of, some group that you're a part of that can help hold you accountable, right? And I feel like community really helps breed accountability. And when we're accountable to ourselves and to other people, it helps us continue to move the needle forward. It helps us continue to push forward, even when we're a little less motivated, even when we don't want to. And it helps us get better day after day after day. And then we can look back and we can celebrate all those wins that we've had because we've stayed accountable, we've stayed consistent. And we'll go back to this same meeting. It's going to be in a different city, but we'll go back to this same event in 6 months. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be refreshing and recapping on the conversations we had the past few days. And what did we do over the last 6 months and where are we now? And then hearing and asking, where are those other people now compared to where they were? So, whether this is in, just from like a social aspect, or whether this is from a fitness aspect or a mental health aspect, like these things all go together. Try to find your community. And it doesn't matter that much where that is. It doesn't matter if it's from a church group. It doesn't matter if it's a business group like this one is. It could be in the gym and you're just finding people who lift you up and encourage you and also hold you accountable and push you, right? They're not there to just see you mail it in and pack it in every day. They want what's best for you and they know the potential that you do have. Or whether this is through school or whatever. But, find in your facets of your life, where is the community that you enjoy being a part of? There's people that are like-minded and are moving in the same direction in you. You're all rowing the boat the same way. And how can you be a part of that? And how can you invest more into that and into those people and just see where those relationships go, right? See what that flourishes into and see how by you being part of that community, you end up really working on yourself and working on self-development and self progression, right? You're moving forward every single day. So I don't know. I was just really jazzed up going to this event and I wanted to hop on here and talk about how much benefit, I think, having a community of like-minded people that push you and encourage you and also hold you accountable can be, no matter what facet of life we are talking about. So go find yours, go be part of it if you don't already have one. And, I hope nothing but success for you and those other people that you're hanging out with. So again, guys, thanks for tuning in here on this episode of The Code. We'll catch you next time on another episode. And if you stayed with me this long, please don't forget, we do have a goal on this show of trying to up our reviews. So we're trying to get to 200 5-star reviews on this podcast. So if you haven't already done so, please go leave one on Apple, Spotify, whatever you're listening to this on, and we'll catch you next time on The Code. Have a great day.